Well, when one run ends, another begins, I suppose. I'll admit, I'm not sure we're going to be doing any of the other mono runs after this one. I mean, the main problem is just the fact that there's just such a limited number of certain Pokemon to really want to do it, or I'd have to get so far into the game to pick up additional teammates. This is especially the problem with stuff like the Dragon Run. I mean, I've definitely worked around before, just, catching a bunch of cheated, Dragon-type Pokemon early if I have to. So, I guess there's ways to do it. I mean, the rules when it comes to the mono runs tend to be very loose, to say the least, on how stringent people are about, what they want to do in them. Admittedly, even with doing the ground run here, we're probably going to spend a good chunk of the run just, relying on Mudkip and Marshtop. Because, let's face it, I can't catch a lot of other ground Pokemon until practically the mid-game, like with Sandshrew and stuff. And even with Sandshrew, we're probably going to want to catch an Absol. I'm sure someone's going to be like, but that's Dark-type. I'm like, I know. But Sandshrew can breed with Absol in order to get Swords Dance. So we may want to catch an Absol purely for breeding, just to get a Sandshrew with Swords Dance. We can use it, later on in the run to do boosted Earthquakes and stuff. Admittedly, that's probably going to be too late for me to really want to commit to it, but, we've raised, egg Pokemon before in the Dark Run, so it's not impossible, to do that. It might work better, because at least with a Sandshrew boosting move, it'd be more valuable in the late game. Assuming I can get set up, because then I could go for sweep potential. Even if it is a bit on the slower side. Well, let's get out of here. And yeah, I know, going with two names that are based on the Earth in two different runs, but I'm just like, I couldn't think of anything else really to do with the Steel run, and this run even less so. Though at least they used a regional Pokemon, unlike in Ruby and Sapphire, where you get the Machokes running around. And yeah, put this off to the next day instead of working on it last night. Oh well. About there-ish, I guess. Maybe a bit off, but not by much. Yes, everything's been moved in. I don't need to look at that. The only thing of note might be the potion in the PC. And I can always pull that out later. Though I usually just leave it in there. And we got plenty of starting capital at the moment. Though I'll admit, not having the shoes is painful. I just don't like walking so slowly, Yes, your next door neighbor, who will basically never be here, because like every other 10-year-old, I gotta go off on adventures. What the? Why are you leaving this just sitting on the floor, man? Didn't know you're a girl. And Professor Burst, our new next door neighbor, is a gym leader's kid, so I assumed you'd be a guy. Name's Brendan. Well, at least they learned not to let me name the rival, right? Yeah, if you'll help my dad. And somehow he manages to, miss stuff. Well, is he just gonna hang out here? Well, time to head out then, I guess. I guess they did this way because it makes more sense how, the professor could be in trouble without, him stopping the help. Yeah. Help! I'm being attacked by a Zigzagoon! Seriously, why on earth is the, raccoon after you anyway? Oh, there we go. Of course, my real question is, are we gonna get, a male or a female Mudkip? Probably male. It's almost always male. Seriously? We start the game off by missing our very first attack, yeah. Lovely. Well, that's gonna put a dampener on us finishing this fight quickly. Well... Oh, it's got a berry too? Man, the game hates me. And it's gonna weaken us even more. We might honestly lose this fight to a level 2 Zigzagoon just because of one missed tackle. Man, that is a crappy way to start things off. Come on, game, just toss me a critical hit. Seriously, crit. Just give me a crit. Man. We managed to win, but that took way too long. Fighting against level 2 Pokemon should not be that difficult. Yeah, at your lab. Yeah, don't have my own Pokemon yet, but I guess we get to keep this one. I just love it. He's just like, yeah, you can just have this. Like, well, I don't have anything particularly clever. Yes, a skipper. Like in a ship's captain, that kind of skipper, okay? Well, I need to go, bug our rival, I suppose. Our, half-rival. Because let's face it, he's only challenging once in these games, usually, and that's, on the way to Mauville City. But after that, he's kind of a joke. Yeah, I know. I was hoping you'd have a potion, but that's more of a Gen 1 thing, I suppose. Well, I guess I could knock this thing out. Then heal up the Pokemon Center up ahead. Yeah, poor Poochyena. It just doesn't hit very hard. And even with a crit, it didn't hit that hard. Oh, why could I have got that during this Zigzagoon fight? Ugh. So close. What about you? Yeah, I know there is. I've played the game before. Well, I guess we'll, go up another level. After all, why not pick one up before we do the rival fight? The game's just gonna throw a Pokemon at me anyway. Though I'll admit, I have no idea what I'll do with Nincada. I mean, it's hard to really come up with a use for them. Especially since, I can't evolve it. It'll forever be stuck, in its most basic form. Sure, Nincada can, help wall Watson, I suppose, but any ground-type Pokemon can do that. So it's like, I got no real use for it, or purpose for pivoting with it. And yeah, I know, I really need to stop yawning all the time, but I can't help it. Please don't get jumped again. Gosh darn it. I didn't want to get into another fight, Poochyena. Like, go away. Like, I ain't got time for you. Well, let's do this. Yeah, having a 4 times weakness to grass is gonna suck here. But we can get Numel and stuff later, so it's not as bad. And it's not like he's gonna have Absorb at this point in the game either, so it's fine. Go for Tackle. Yeah, that's fine. Ah, we're slower. We have better damage output, so it's fine. And finishing blow, right? Okay, let's go up to level 7. Okay, I'll take care of that fight. Yes, 300 more Pokédollars for winning. Laurie likes me, huh? Weird. Tell me it gets boosted happiness, you know, just cuz. Or, you know, it's just a bad line of dialogue, you know. That'd be my guess. Yeah. I'm going there. After all, I want the shoes. This rate of walking is not acceptable. Ugh. I've been spoiled by too many games where I can run. I can't handle walking like this anymore. Plus, I'd like my free Pokeballs. Yes, a Pokedex. I don't know how this is gonna help with this research when it's empty. But whatever. Yeah, he can do that. I don't care about filling up my Pokedex. After all, we're only here to catch certain Pokemon. And I'm not really interested in doing an Ice Mall run, because there's just not very Ice types in Hoenn. There's 2. And they're both found in the same area, no less. It's very terrible on that front. Like, you basically have to run like a team of Seals, basically, if you want to do a mono Ice run. Ugh. I guess it does make for a joke, you know, if you want to do Seal Team 6. Well, that'll do it for this episode. You know, next time we'll worry about, you know, getting to our next target and whatnot. Until then, see ya.